LEGO Star Wars battle packs have been around for so many years, all based on different factions in the Star Wars universe, especially quite a few for the Galactic Empire. Today I want to look back and rank every single LEGO Star Wars Imperial battle pack from worst to best, considering the minifigures, the set as a whole, and just my overall opinion. Jumping right to it, I want to talk about the Death Star Troopers battle pack. This was one of the battle packs released back in 2014, and although it is something new and unique, it really did not stand out as an incredibly good Imperial battle pack. In terms of army building, it wasn't great, as building an army of Royal Guards and Death Star Troopers isn't really necessary, and these are also minifigures that were made available in some other sets around this time as well. So over time there wasn't really anything special about this one, and generally it was rather forgettable as well, unless you needed some affordable Royal Guards of course, which made the set quite nice. Moving on, I want to talk about a set I ranked rather low on this list despite really liking it a lot, and that is the Endor Rebel and Imperial Troopers battle pack. So as a whole, I actually like this battle pack quite a bit, and it was one of my first ever LEGO Star Wars sets, but purely looking at the Imperial side, it wasn't too special. I consider this a more rebel focused battle pack, at least that is how I always look at it. So when thinking about good Imperial battle packs, this one always ends up near the end of the list. Getting another Scout Speeder bike is always great though, and the Stormtrooper and Scout Trooper minifigures are also very good for the time. But other than that, once again this isn't a really standout Imperial battle pack among the others. A very similar thing can be said for the newer Ambush on Mandalore battle pack. This is also one of my favorite new battle packs actually, and I want to get quite a few of them while I still can, as I really like those Mandalorian minifigures, and I wouldn't mind having a bunch of them in my collection. However, I am not too fascinated in those Imperial Commandos and the Imperial side of this battle pack. They are brand new and pretty good minifigures, but just in terms of how they look and the concept of army building them, I am not too intrigued personally. Even if you really like these minifigures, I would still say this isn't nearly the greatest Imperial battle pack. It seems more like a Mandalorian focused set, and in my opinion those Mandalorians will always be the highlight of this set. So that said, I really like the battle pack, but I don't think it is a great Imperial battle pack. From this point onwards, most of the next battle packs are quite good, and I would say they are proper Imperial battle packs for the most part. And this leads me to the original Snowtroopers battle pack. This set was released in 2010 and was a great set to get at the time, especially to build up a collection of Hoth-based troopers. It also went really well with the Rebel Troopers battle pack released at the same time as well, and I wish we could see counterpart battle packs together like that today. However, this one was improved significantly in later years, and looking back, the selection of characters could be a little bit better. For one, an AT-AT driver in this kind of set doesn't fit too well, as you kind of need the AT-AT for that minifigure, so I would much rather just get 3 snowtroopers and the officer. And other than that, the set is just a little bit outdated with older minifigure styles, once again improved on in later years. Moving on, I want to talk about one that many people actually dislike, and that is the Inferno Squad battle pack. Sure, in terms of army building, this one isn't very viable as you only need one of this set, unless you really like those minifigures, and ultimately I think those minifigures are very cool. I think Iden Versio is an interesting character, and seeing her in LEGO and the Inferno Squad 2 is quite cool, especially alongside the several other Battlefront battle packs also released. But that said, this is also the most expensive Battlefront battle pack today, and according to Brickset it is worth $54. So evidently there is quite a bit of demand for this set. But speaking of which, I have another Battlefront set right behind this one, and that is the Shadow Troopers, released in 2015. Now, according to Brickset, this is a Battlefront set, so that is why I am addressing it as so, but I have seen that this is more likely to be a set from the Force Unleashed, as this is where some of these troopers were actually seen, as far as I am aware at least. Either way, I put this one above the Inferno Squad set purely because of those Shadow Troopers, as I think they are so incredibly good. They use the older 2014 style of helmet, which in my opinion is the best Stormtrooper helmet, and I just really like how they look in this set. I am not too fond of the Shadow Guards, and I would prefer 3 or even 4 Shadow Troopers in the set, but either way, the set is pretty cool. Star Wars Rebels brought a brand new style of Stormtrooper, prominently seen in the Imperial Troop Transport of 2015. This is another one that also gets quite a bit of hate because people don't like those Rebel style Stormtroopers, but for what they are pretty accurate to what we see on screen in the show, so that is quite neat. I think this set's concept is quite good though and surprisingly unique, as this is the only Imperial Battle Pack to include 4 plain Stormtroopers, and there are only very few battle packs that actually include 4 of the exact same minifigure too. I must say I would like it if one of these Stormtroopers had a pauldron or something of the likes though, and of course, if these were the proper 2014 style of Stormtrooper, this would easily be a top 5 Imperial battle pack. But going back to the classics with the next set, I want to talk about the Imperial dropship. This was released in 2008 for the second year of LEGO Star Wars Battle Packs, and it is a very iconic and classic set today. It included 3 plain white Stormtroopers and then also a Shadow Trooper, which was quite nice for a bit of diversification in this one. The dropship was also pretty decent and quite iconic, and it is a design we now often see in LEGO Star Wars. And on this same topic, I want to mention the Imperial dropship versus Scout Speeder. Now technically this isn't a battle pack, but I thought I'd mention it as this falls into the range of super battle pack prices, as we all know by now that battle packs will go up to $45, and I think it fits the style of a super battle pack quite well. For the Empire side we get 3 Stormtroopers and a decent dropship build, and the Rebel side is also pretty good, especially for that build as I think that speeder looks very cool. Anyway, I think this one deserves this spot as it is probably the best way to army build Stormtroopers right now, and for $40 you get quite a bit in this set. And then the final set in this style is of course the 20th anniversary Imperial dropship of 2019. This was a direct callback to the 2008 set, and I think that was so cool to see, especially for some fans who had the older set back in the day. It recreates the dropship and includes a very similar minifigure selection, but sadly in the newly introduced style, which really wasn't that great. It was also the first $20 battle pack, but had that upside of including Han Solo as an exclusive anniversary minifigure alongside the 4 Imperial Troopers. Moving on to the top 5, I want to talk about the Patrol battle pack. This is one that often ranks very low on these lists as people generally don't like it that much, but personally, I think it is very good. It has probably one of the best builds for an Imperial battle pack, and that speeder works really well for this kind of battle pack. And the minifigures are very good too. I love how the patrol troopers look, and generally the new troopers for Solo all looked very good. And then also getting an officer in the set is very good too, as personally I think officers belong in battle packs, as having a few of them in your army can be very beneficial. I would have loved to see a 3rd patrol trooper though, or maybe a standard stormtrooper, as I am not too fond of the immigration officer in this kind of set. The newest battle pack on this list is the 2025 Night Troopers battle pack. This is once again a set a lot of people really dislike, and will probably hate seeing it in this position, but I really like this set. Hot take maybe, but I think the Night Troopers look fine with the oversized helmet. Sure, they could have been better with the 2014 style, but I still think they look very cool. And those Death Troopers look so good too, and they are easily one of my favorite minifigures of the year. The build is terrible, that is for sure, and this set retailing at $23 is also terrible. But surprisingly outside of the United States, specifically South Africa, this set retailed at a price lower than standard $20 battle packs actually, which was really strange but very welcome, so that might have swayed my decision on this one greatly. Now in the top 3 I of course included the Imperial Troopers from Rogue One. This is a staple battle pack for Imperial armies, especially back when it just released, And it is a near perfect battle pack, and I really wish we could see something like this today as well. It included 2 Death Troopers and 2 of those 2014 style Stormtroopers, and I believe this and the Y-Wing were the 2 last sets to ever include those Stormtrooper minifigures too. The only complaint I actually have with this one is that I would have loved to see 3 Stormtroopers and only 1 Death Trooper, which would make the Death Trooper feel a little bit more elite, especially in army building, as you would want way more Stormtroopers in your army than Death Troopers. But for those who just buy 1 or 2 battle packs, getting it as is was very good. Back to the Battlefront sets, easily the best battle pack out of these was the Galactic Empire battle pack. This is probably one of the most unique battle packs too, and I think it was just so good, and a near perfect set. The battle damaged Imperial jet troopers was to me the highlight, as I think battle damaged looks on troopers is very necessary for diversification, and that is something I also love on modern clone troopers too, as it is done very subtly. But what we got here was very good. The Imperial Shock Trooper is also one of a kind minifigure, and once again we got an officer too, or specifically a crew member, but he serves the same purpose for this kind of set, and I love that. And then finally, for what I consider to be the best Imperial battle pack, of course has to be the Snowtroopers battle pack. This was the first battle pack we got after getting nothing in 2021, but it made up for that lack of anything as it was just so good. The build and the minifigure selection is perfect for a $20 battle pack in modern years, and to me it felt like you got $20 worth of battle pack in this one set. 3 modern snowtroopers and 1 unique scout trooper works so well in this kind of set, and it was perfect for army building these minifigures too, especially with both a UCS and a playset 8080 on the market at the time as well. I think this is easily a top 5 battle pack of all time, not just for the Empire, and I would love to see new sets at this quality again in the coming years. But that said, what is your favorite Imperial battle pack? Let me know down below. Then I will see you all in the next one. God bless you and cheers.